Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and I just wanted to go over your assignments for today and what you need to make sure that you do. So, as of this recording, which is actually Tuesday afternoon, many of you have not. Um, in your PYP class written down and picked a topic for what you want your summative assessment to be, what you're going to write your research report on. So make sure that you do that if you haven't done so already. And any other assignments that you didn't finish from Tuesday that were due yesterday, please make sure that you get around to doing those. And we'll start emailing people for things that they're behind on starting today. Mrs. Bergwell has been doing an excellent job of keeping up with all that for me and making sure that everybody's got things in. So please check your assignment list and look for those things that are missing so you can get those in as soon as possible. If you have any trouble with technology or something else is going on that you weren't able to complete an assignment, just message and let me know that. Let Mrs. Bergwell or I know, just so we won't be bothering you about emailing and asking you for that assignment, because there's a reason why you didn't get it done. We understand there's reasons that things don't always get done when they're supposed to, okay? Just communicate, just talk to us about it, let us know, and we'll be happy to do that. So let's start in the religion specials class, right? That's our homeroom class. Yesterday, if you didn't notice, I posted in the classroom, in the class work section, I posted a how to see comments video or little tutorial. So you have been, Mrs. Bergwell and I have been putting comments when you turn something in. If you get something wrong or we want you to add something or change your answer somehow, we make a note of that in a comment that we can make on your picture or on your PDF that you submitted. So watch that little video in religion in the classwork. It's just up at the top. It's not linked to a topic, so it doesn't really go with any one of the topics that I have there. So just you can watch that and it'll help you. It'll show you exactly how to see those comments so you know what to look for and how to do that so you can get the information that you need. Besides that, in religion, you have to finish your Holy Thursday and Good Friday notes. So those were supposed to be started yesterday. Those note-taking sheets you should have in your purple religion folder. Make sure that you finish Holy Thursday and Good Friday are the two ones that we're working on. Try and finish all of those note-taking and take pictures of those 3 pages is what you're going to have when you're done. 3 pages worth of blanks filled in or short answers filled in. Take pictures of those and submit them or scan them in for credit. Besides that, in religion, and that's due by the end of the day today, so make sure that you get that done today. The rest of religion, in that class, the only other thing that you have a Spanish assignment that I know Senora Pole just posted. You can work on your egg drop challenge from Mrs. Lang that was posted yesterday under science, and your PE, of course, every day is PE. So there's a PE activity assignment in there as well. All right, so that takes care of religion and specials. Moving on to math. So math, there are actually 3 assignments in math today. One is the warm-up, quick and easy, 5 problems. Okay, should be really good at those. You've been doing them for a few days now. So math warm-up day 7 is today. You have 2 Go Math pages, 537 and 538, so front and back. That's the last activity, graded or otherwise, on decimals. Tomorrow is the decimals test. So you have a test tomorrow on comparing decimals, converting and adding fractional parts and tenths and hundredths to each other, and then decimal notation. So how to write fractions as decimals and decimals as fractions, those kind of things. And those are only in tenths and hundredths. We took a pretest on that before we left school. We've been working on decimals here for a long time. So those of you that got 100 on the pretest, you won't be taking the parts that you got 100 on. So most of you have 3 tests to take tomorrow, those 3 different sections, those 3 different concepts I just talked about. But if you got 100 already on it, then you're excused from it, and I'll let you know that tomorrow, okay? So besides the warm-up and the Go Math page, you also have a compare and order decimal activity. That's explained in a video that I made, and there is a PowerPoint or a Google slide presentation that goes along with it. It's kind of like a little game, a little activity that you do with some decimal cards, decimal numbers, okay, where you're putting them in order from least to greatest and then also comparing some of them. So that's math. In reading, writing, grammar, you have 2 activities. So one is vocabulary roots. You did lesson 13 on Monday. Today, with those words, with 10 of those words from that lesson that have the root grat or class, you're going to be doing some different vocabulary. You can do a vocabulary activity with 10 of those words. There's a bunch of different choices there. Those are the same vocabulary activity choices that we've had in the classroom before. It might be things like drawing a picture for each one of the words, or writing the dictionary, the word, the part of speech, the dictionary definition, and a sentence for each word. So look at that assignment, and you're going to be doing it with some of the words that you used on Vocabulary Spelling City yesterday, because hint, 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 there's a test on what those words mean on Vocabulary Spelling City tomorrow. Okay, so you've done your lesson 13 on Monday. Yesterday you did Vocabulary Spelling City, 3 activities, hopefully. If you didn't, you need to do it today. And then today you're going to do 1 vocabulary activity with 10 of those words. And then tomorrow there'll be a test on Vocabulary Spelling City with those words. The other thing that you have in reading is something that we've done once before, and that's the Reading Challenge Tracker. So that's where you read any book that you want for 20 minutes. And then after you read whatever book you're reading right now, whatever book you want to read, then you do one of the activities that's on like a menu. There's a page that has a lot of different choices. Pick something you didn't do last time, okay? So pick a different activity that you did not do. There was also one sheet there that's going to be attached that has you write, I think, the date, the title of the book, and maybe some other information. You don't have to print that out. You don't have to print the menu out. You can just write that down on a piece of paper. Just keep a notebook and keep that information in it. This Reading Challenge Tracker is something that we're going to do every single week for the rest of digital distance learning. So get real familiar with that and kind of keep up with what book you're reading and what activity you're doing in a notebook or some other way that you can keep up with it that makes sense for you, okay? And so that you can submit your work. PYP. So yesterday, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, yesterday you were supposed to pick a topic that you want to research and that you want to find out more about to do your summative assessment, to write your paper. Today you're going to get started on your graphic organizer that will then become your paragraphs, that will then become your paper. So I've put a video up to explain how to get your outline or your graphic organizer written using the Step Up to Writing methodology, and that is all you have for PYP, okay? Of course, if you didn't finish your 1 tic-tac-toe activity from yesterday, please work on that today as well. And I hope you have a great day. I had so much fun I saw so many people yesterday when Mrs. Lang had her Zoom meeting, and I hope to jump in and see you when Mrs. Bergwell has her 2 Zoom meetings. I don't have any scheduled for today, so I'll probably just jump in on one or both of those 9:30 and 2 o'clock Zoom meetings that Mrs. Bergwell has. All right, have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.